Hi, and welcome to another lesson in our AutoCAD training tutorials. In this lesson, we're going to look at customizing the default context menu to help speed up the basic drawing process. So let's get into it. So let's get started. If I right click on the drawing screen, you'll see I've got a little edit little menu there that isn't on the sort of default one when you load it up out of the box. So you've got trim, fillet. So I've created a little sort of edit pop-up thing. If you've used Inventor or SolidWorks and that, you might be kind of familiar with mouse gestures. I kind of feel that's kind of missing from AutoCAD. You could do it kind of adding a little bit of mouse gestures in it. It's kind of the nearest thing I could kind of think of. If somebody can come up with something better, great. Let me know in the comments below. But this is kind of a sort of a mouse gestures effort on this one. So you can see I've got edit. I'm going to now show you how to do a draw and I'll populate a few of the sort of basic draw tools just to save you running the way up to here to the line or on that. Again, keyboard shortcuts probably the quickest way to go, but if you're used to these little menus, this might kind of help you kind of speed up your drawing process instead of having to pop up here all the time. And you don't have to stop with draw and edit. You can create as many of these as you feel you might need, and you can modify them and change them. So let's get into see how you do it. So you can see it's kind of in the CUI is where we're going to change this. So I go to Manage and CUI Interface in here, and I just minimize my workspaces there. So I'm going to add it into the shortcut menus. So I click on shortcut menus, and I'll just throw it in with the default one. You'll find that probably most of the other shortcut menus has everything because they're in context menus. They probably have most of the things you need. But if you wanted to add them into those other menus as you kind of go through it, you can add them in there, and you can save these out and keep them for over the years as you grow with AutoCAD and that. So if I kind of go to the default menu there, and you can see that's where I've got my edit one. So I'll go here and I'll right click and I'll put in a new sub menu, and I'll just call it draw. It pops in down the bottom, so I'm just going to hold down my left mouse button and drag it up because I want it kind of just under there, just after that little separator. So I'll leave that repeat command there. That's handy to have there as well. So it repeats the last command and that. So leave that alone. That's fine where it is. You're just kind of adding it in here to the draw. And basically to customize it sort of to your own needs, you just basically come in here and just, if I just type in line, so like an E bum, and come down here and look for the line command and just drag it in there and just pop it in there to the draw menu. And basically that's all there is to it. So if I do circle then, so you can pop in the circle, or you can pop in the center radius, or whatever one you're kind of used to on that. Whatever one, circle center diameter if you prefer. You can pop the two of them in on that. I'll just throw circle in there at that, and again just kind of pop it in behind that there. So just throw it in there and basically just pop it through there. And if I just apply that so you can see this in operation and click OK, and then when I right click on that, I've got that little draw and I've got line circle, and I'm going to go ahead and populate it with the rest of the standard options that I kind of use. And every time I come up with the default little right click in context menu, I've got those draw and edit commands that are available to me. So go ahead and finish that off with all the tools that you think you might kind of need. So a good starting point would be just to go up here and have a little look in there, and at least do these ones up here, the top ones, or any others you feel you need. You can also modify this as you go along throughout the course and that, so you can add to it as and when you need it. So if you feel you're missing something as you go, and to save you kind of running all the way up there, as I say, you might kind of think, oh, don't be so lazy, kind of it's only up there, why would you not want to go up there? But again, if you're not on that tab or that panel there, you might be here, and you can still kind of get that without having to kind of click on up there and then. So it's kind of nice little kind of thing. And again, as I say, you can modify all the little in context menus to your heart's desire on that. Okay, so that's a little quick tip on that. So when you finish it, you might end up with something like this. So you've got a draw panel and edit, and maybe just do a dimension one as well, just so you've got all them in there. And you've got that. And then you can do a submenu in a submenu. So you've got arcs, so you've got a few different type of arcs that you might use, or ellipses, and so on. and that. And as I say, then you've got, see, your measure tools there and dimensions in on that. So it's kind of, it's another option that you might consider, kind of just to kind of have increase your speed at drawing. Again, thanks for watching, and if you like this, give it a little thumbs up and a like, and if you're not subscribed, if you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be great.